O my servants who have transgressed against their souls, despair not the mercy of Allah. For Allah forgives all sins, for He is oft forgiving, most merciful. If we confess our sins, He is faithful and just to forgive us our sins and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. For I will forgive their unwickedness and remember their sins no more. Love prospers when fault is forgiven, but dwelling on it separates close friends. These are verses from the Quran and from the Bible. My name is Jawad and welcome to my channel.
Yeah.
So a lot of the subjects that I do, it's hard for me. The reason they're hard for me is because I feel like that I want to do justice to the subject that I'm talking about, or for the cause that I'm discussing, I want to do positivity for that cause, for that group, for that community, for those individuals, or for the people, and I want to do the best that I can. And I've always been a person to try to do the best where I have made mistakes before. I'm not perfect at all, so if you think I'm perfect or I know all the right words to say all the time, I don't. And if it's what you expect of me, then you're in the wrong place. Ever since I was young, a lot of people tell me a lot of things. They tell me they're good, the bad, things that are going in their lives, the things that hurt them, the things that they wish that they could tell other people, the things that they hope that other people would be accepting of them. But I've never been one to judge. I've always allowed people to be who they are. Today I want to discuss about differences. Differences and how whether the Bible and the Quran, they state forgiveness. But who are we to judge what is forgivable and not? What is considered forgiveness or not? There are certain things I would agree with. Killing, hurting, or torturing somebody. Those, yes, considered wrong. My definition of wrong has changed quite a bit because I've seen a different side of life. I've seen a different side of humanity. I've seen different sides of people. I'm not quick to judge. I'm not quick to put my beliefs on other people. I just go from my personal experience and share my stories. So for the people who have always felt different, afraid to tell people that they're different or that they like somebody or they like somebody else, and they've been scared to tell people that. I've known different people my whole life and I've never judged them because I'm the last person in the world to judge anybody. I'm the last person in the world to judge what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad. Because I've made my fair share of mistakes. I've done my fair share of wrong things. But when it comes to people of the LGBTQI plus community, I've never considered that as a sin. I've heard people consider that to be a sin or hate or disgust or other things, but I've never seen it that way. I'm like, okay, that's that person's life. If they are feeling that inside, let them. I'm not gonna force my opinions, my beliefs, or anything that I want for my life onto them. It's weird because I've had people who are outside of the LGBTQI plus community to put their emotions, put their thoughts and their beliefs onto that community. But yet I've also had that community try to put their thoughts on me when I was just respectful of them being a human being. When I just expected them to treat me with respect the way I treat them with respect. And it was kind of weird because I never expected that from them. But I understand because we're all humans, we all make mistakes. So it's not I am judging that person or anybody in the community that way. It's we're all human sometimes. We try to do the best that we can. We all have sexual desires. We all want somebody or like somebody or want to go out with somebody. And when we desire a particular person, we sometimes want them to like us back. We want them to feel the same for us. We want them to be the same as us. But you have to understand whether you're an LGBTQ plus I community or not, having somebody that you like, don't like, or somebody that you wish would like you back I understand that, but it's okay for them to not like you. It's okay for them to like somebody else. They just weren't meant for you, and it's okay. But know the decency to not force your beliefs onto other people. Don't look down on somebody because they're different. Don't look down on somebody because they're in the LGBTQIA plus community. Kind of wish there was a shorter acronym or something a little bit simpler to say, because that can become a mouthful if you're saying it multiple times. Just gotta say. But the thing is, I respect these people. I respect them because they respect me. I respect them because it's not my place to judge them. It's not my place to force my opinions or my beliefs onto them or my desires onto them. It's my place to just be respectful, be friends if they want to be friends, or if they don't, that's fine too. It's my place to live my life and do the things that I want to do. Go where I want to go. Be with who I want to be. And enjoy my life the way I want to enjoy it. Does not mean that you need to look down on somebody because they are in that community or not in the community. What it does mean is try to build. Because if you are going to believe in Jesus, God, Allah, Muhammad Rasulullah, if you're going to believe in all of these and so many others, and yet the one thing that they have in common is for being merciful, for being forgiving, for being all-knowing, why can you not allow them to live their life? So just because they dress like that, just because they talk like that, because they dress different, because they have regular clothes, or if they dress nice, or if they dress in dresses or clothes, you're talking about physical features. For me, it's always been respect as many people as possible until they give you a reason not to. When they give you a reason not to, allow them their own space while you take your own space. Allow them to have their own opinion while you have your own opinion. The reason I wanted to create this video is because of a transgender woman. This woman who was born into a boy's body that feels wrong, that feels out of place, that feels more comfortable dressing up, dressing in women's clothes, dressing with getting her nails done, dressing in a way that makes her look pretty and beautiful. Other cultures and religions, they became more accustomed to it. They've become more accepting of it. And it's a beautiful and wonderful thing, because acceptance and love. What is God for? Love. What is God supposed to do? Forgive. What is God here for? The all-knowing. He knows already. So don't throw your hate, your misunderstanding, or your disbelief, or your belief that your way should be the only way. Because if that's true, you might as well think that I'm perfect. You might as well make me into the perfect person. You might as well make me into the person that's never wronged. You might as well make me into the person that's never sinned. You might as well make me into a robot that does not love, a robot that doesn't hate, a robot that doesn't create, a robot that doesn't like music, a robot that doesn't understand, a robot that's programmed to do certain things and that's it, and follow those commands to a T every single day, without choice, without passion, without hope, without fear, without loss, without anything. If you are perfect, are you a robot? Do you want to be a robot? Do you never want to have music? Do you never want to have rap? Do you never want to have country music? Do you never want to have Indian, Pakistani, or any type of Middle Eastern music, or any type of music? Do you never want to have hope? Because that's perfection. Following your commands that you're programmed to do. Following your commands is never to change. Following your commands is never dreaming. Following your commands is never building something better. Always keeping the same thing. It's never exploring the world. It's never going on trips. It's never going on vacation. It's never getting to meet other people. It's never tasting amazing food. So if you're perfect, then be the person to judge. Then be the person to constantly throw stones at people who are different. Because if they're different, what are you to them? You're different. Are you going to throw the stones that they're going to throw back at you? Do you want to add more stones to the pile? This is especially for this Muslim woman stuck in a man's body, trying to make a business, trying to make a living, and trying to do what she believes is right in her heart. That is in her heart. Be more accepting, be more open, be more positive. Just because you see this transgender woman at a store and running the store does not mean you treat her less than. Does not mean that you disrespect her. Does not mean that you don't shop there because she's in front. But it does mean give her the opportunity like you would give any other opportunity. If you never knew that this woman was the owner of the store, or this woman was in front of the store trying to get customers in, trying to talk to people, trying to get her life situated, would you still go in? Comment down below. How would you feel when people base their judgments based off of your gender? Oh, she's a woman, she can't do anything. Oh, he's a man, he's only made for this. Oh, can't tell what they are. If that's what you're going to do, if that's what you're going to stand there and that's what you're going to say, then it's okay for other people to say that to you. How much more hate are we going to present this world? How much more hate are we going to keep showing? There are so many more communities that are now accepting of the LGBTQIA plus community. So be one of them. Be the community that learns, that understands, that allows people to be themselves while you go do what you need to do. Go be who you want to be. Go show the world what you're capable of. Because that's what she is trying to do. She is trying to run her business. She is trying to do what is needed for her and for her life. So many people would thank, compliment, and cheer a woman, a cisgender woman. Well, why not compliment, cheer, and welcome all people or all communities? But that doesn't mean that you get taken advantage of if people are trying to rip you off, or people who are lying to you, or people who are doing wrong against you. That means use your brains. Know when to be respectful, to be understanding, to buy from certain people, while knowing when not to. If you want to shop there, shop there. If you like the products, like the products. If you don't like the products, don't like the products. But give people the opportunity to show you what they're capable of. Give people the opportunity to show that here's my product versus somebody else's. Because I know what it's like to sell things. I know what it's like to be given the opportunity based on the color of your skin, or your race, or your ethnicity, or your religion. I know that. And that's why I say to people, give people the opportunity, give them the chance, but be careful and still use your brain, still think about it. Don't automatically assume that whoever's trying to sell you something is good, or automatically assume somebody that's trying to sell you something bad. Don't base it on gender. Don't base it on non-related facts to the thing that you're trying to buy. Don't base it on things that don't matter. Say if you're buying a computer, say if you're buying a dress. If the dress is awesome, beautiful, and amazing and you love it, go for it. If it's a computer that you want, don't base it off of, hey, they're just trying to sell you the most expensive computer, or the least expensive computer, or just trying to give you anything to give you anything. Base it off of, yes, I need this computer. Yes, I love this computer. Yes, it's going to be able to do the things that I need it to do. Or yes, I can get this one now, then later I'll buy another one that I really want. Do what makes you happy, but don't discriminate based on their personal preference and their personal life. My name is Jawad, and thanks for watching.